Hello there, Taurus. I have got the rest of October and into November reading for you. Um, it's been a minute since I've done this, but I'm getting right back into it. So I'm going to start with the Fairy Forest. Pull 3 cards for you. And immediately I'm already picking up on some all in your head kind of energy. It's pretty heavy. I'm feeling also that you guys are guarded. Also, like heavily guarded. Give me a second and we'll get some cards pulled for you and we can see if we can find out what's going on. Two more cards for Taurus, please. Two more cards for Taurus. Yeah, it's a little bit of rough energy to get through. You guys are so damn guarded. Okay, so already we got Sorceress, Isa, and Oath. Sorceress is rituals, power, and will. We got Isa is stillness, pause, and delicacy. Some of you seem like you might be turning cold-hearted here. Then we have oath, promise, pledge, contract. We'll get into the meanings of those and then whatever else I pick up. Right now I'm going to be pulling 3 more of the Witching Hour Oracle. So give me 1 sec and we'll get 3 more cards pulled for you. Yeah, some of you guys are really super guarded. Holy cow. One more card for Taurus, please. One more card for Taurus. Alright, so here at the bottom we have got the cold moon indoor. And also another cold moon. Personal alchemy. And we have the snow moon transformed. So, as I mentioned, with this one right here, just already, feeling like you guys were guarded and felt like some of you basically went cold-hearted. I mean, you have three moons that basically represent coldness. So I mean, it just kind of confirms some of that coldness. I mean, even right here with the oath, that's pretty cold. It looks pretty cold. So I feel like there's a situation that happened with you guys that has just had you feeling like, obviously guarded and just don't want to deal with having your heart out there. Alright, so I'm going to read from the booklet for the sorceress here. Give me one sec. It is time for you to act, to gather together your wisdom in an organized and structured manner, and create a moment of power. This could mean a ritual to recognize the beginning of a new stage of the life cycle. Similarly, it could mean setting up an important meeting, ensuring you are correctly prepared and giving your very best throughout the opportunity before you. Gather together your energy, plan your strategy, and set your goals. Choose your time and choose your tools and meet with all the power you can gather. Before this meeting, whisper to yourself of your goals and your powers. Be sure to fill yourself up with strength and conviction. Raise your head high, strengthen your back, set your shoulders, and do not allow any doubt to creep in at this time. Do your homework, be very prepared, and then when the moment comes, let all this energy and power and self-belief flow out in a very smooth manner. This will help you through a job interview, a case that needs to be made, and gathering together allies and others who believe in you. It will also counteract any kind of self-doubt, negativity, or jealousy that may have been impeding your progress until this point. Every ritual of self-empowerment will be divinely blessed at this time. You must work at bringing back your own power, harness your strong and potent will, which has until this time been neglected and underestimated. You are a being of power and commitment. Let us see what you can do when you believe in yourself at last. So I'm not sure what's going on with you guys. I don't know what happened just yet. I mean, I'd like to get more into this energy and kind of tell what's going on, but obviously something happened that has you guys doubting yourself and your power. Not only is your heart cold to love, but it's cold to the divine. And I don't feel like that's all of you guys. I feel like that's a group that I'm picking up right now. I'm gonna see if I can. Just give me a sec. Yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of you guys out there doubting yourself right now. Not only yourself, but your power, your intuition. Doubting a lot in your life at the moment. Alright, let's move on to this Isa. Winter has descended upon the fairy forest. You have ceased struggling and fighting to change what is outside of yourself, because you have relinquished the battle. You have won the war within yourself. You are now suspending activity and being in the moment. Though the stillness and inner consciousness, you are beginning to understand so much of where you have been and where you will go. And because you are fully in the present and allowing, you can also come to a deeper, more peaceful understanding of what it is you want, value, and desire. This is a moment of complete stillness and along simply being a long moment where you are completely present. You are as still as chrysalis, hanging seemingly static from a branch, fragile and mysterious. Like the chrysalis, you will do nothing. Nothing at all except become yourself. Your transformation is being worked invisibly, on the inside, and when the time is right, you will share it with the world. In a situation where you seem to have no control, no power, you are learning the most valuable form of power there is, self-mastery. You, you pause with dignity and strength, and simply by doing this, you create the right conditions for the right change. This time will ultimately bring great peace, wisdom, and choices that enrich your life, others' lives, and the healing of the world. So as I mentioned before, there was the group that I feel just gone cold. But there's also a group that I'm picking up that are not necessarily cold, but they are stagnant. But they choose to be. They choose to just sit in stagnation because they want to take a look at what they've done, but they're not exactly celebrating it either, which doesn't make any sense. Why would you not want to celebrate what you've done? I don't know, there's something off about this reading. Alright, let's move on a little bit here. Let's go to Oath. An oath is a sacred bond that we make. It is more than a promise. It is the bond of a soul contract through the spoken word. And thus we must be cautious when we offer our word and think through what it is we mean when we give it. It is impossible to ever know what another thinks we mean when we give our word. So when this card comes, there is a slight undertone of a warning that another person may take your word and twist it to mean they have your loyalty forever, regardless of circumstance, behavior, or treatment. An oath is made between equals, and an oath can be broken by both parties and by circumstance. You may now be considering a partnership or a contractual agreement. It is almost impossible to know how to ensure that this is a good thing, because the truth is, within every contract there is much that cannot be comprehended, even when it is read. If this is the case, ask the other party in the contract to explain what is meant by clauses you do not understand, and ask them to offer examples so you can best understand the paper oath you are taking. In some cases, it may be a handshake you are sealing an agreement with, whatever its form. Consider the weight that comes with the feeling of making the contract. Consider the future and the karmic load the agreement brings to you, along with its intimate benefits. It is the truth that when considering our word, we must understand as fully as we can what we have agreed to. Be sure to do this now. Alright, so the group that I was picking up before, that has just completely gone cold from just about everything. I feel like there was somebody in your life who you felt was the one. You felt that they were gonna be a part of your happiness. You felt that they were going to be your world. Something happened between you two that just all of a sudden crashed it. It just crashed right into a brick wall. And after that, you just felt like you didn't want to deal with pretty much anything. Like, you didn't want to deal with spirit, you didn't want to deal with anything. And that's why you've gone cold. And for the other group that I picked up before, where you're stagnant, I feel like you had some kind of business deal or even a business, and things didn't work out for you in the way that you wanted them to. So that's basically why you're just in your stagnation. You're just sitting there kind of going over what went wrong, kind of wondering what it is that needs to be done next, and you don't know exactly what moves to make right now. So you're just stagnant. But I understand why there's no celebration either, because even though it's a business, even though it's kind of a business deal, like there was nothing to celebrate because it fell through. Like, if it was a business contract, it just kind of like fell through. If it was your business, like, things are just not going the way that you foresaw them before. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for right now. Then we have the Endure. I'm gonna go ahead and read the meaning of this card real quick. The full cold moon is a time to endure life's difficulties. Here I painted the mother of the cold moon holding out against the shadows in her life that are grasping at her as she tries to move on and move forward. As she confronts past trials and tribulations in her life, the mother's winged confidant by her side lets her know she is not alone. And I feel like this top row is just kind of like what has happened, what's happening now. And I feel like these cards right here on the bottom are kind of what Spirit's just trying to let you know. Like, endure whatever it is that's going on up here. Just endure it. I know that's hard for some to do, and it's easy to say, but it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be dark, but at least try to endure it. If you have people around you that support, that have that, like, kind of a, what am I trying to say? Like a support system, right? So if you got a support system, hopefully you do. Reach out to them, whether it be a best friend or just somebody who makes you smile, makes you laugh. Then we have personal alchemy. Let's go ahead and get this one done. The waning cold moon is a time for you to process a deep, embodied, yet personal inquiry of yourself. As the crone is illustrated illustrated on this card. She is reaching deep inside herself, finding her soul represented in the glowing orb she holds within her chest. With this personal alchemy card, I'm kind of getting that you guys just need to kind of, step back into yourself. A lot of you lost yourself. And then we have transform. The waxing snow moon represents a time for transformation. This maiden is depicted on the card breaking out from a cocoon. Transmuted from her past experiences, her chest bears mastectomy scars, showing beauty and resilience after traumatizing event in her life. I'm obviously feeling that spirit is, again, just stepping into yourself, being yourself again. And I'm talking to the group that's like really cold. I mean, even some of the group that also is dealing with the business. But it's definitely hard to get out of that coldness. But you can do it. I believe that you can. And Spirit believes that you can. So transform yourself back into yourself. Try not to be so cold. Alright, as for the cards that are on the table, I'm done with those. And I'm going to pull some Moonology here. Alright, so with these, I feel like these are two separate ones. So for the group that I picked up with the business, your dreams need a practical plan. And you showed up in your own reading, full moon in Taurus. And then we have, for the other group that's really cold, what do you need to release? So I find that pretty fitting for the two groups that I'm picking up right now. And this may not be for everybody, which is fine. Then we have my angels, gods, and goddesses. I'm going to grab two from here as well. We have Angel of Support. The universe has heard your silent call for help. I feel like that's definitely for the both groups. Whether if you directly asked or if you're just, in that pain, then I feel like Spirit's just gonna push you in the right direction. And then we have Angel of Union. A partnership is blessed and destined for greatness. I feel like for some of you, you feel left down, left out. You felt like this was your person, and they just didn't come through. For your October, November reading, that is it for now. Yeah, that's some heavy energy. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry that things didn't work out for you, but the bright side is things will start working out. I wish you the best, and I'm sending you light and love. We'll see you in December.